Heyo, everybody! Hi. It's been a while since I've done anything. It's nice to see you all. It's unfortunate that these are the circumstances. We're talking about pirate software and stop killing games. I just kind of wanted to make like a little video about it. Just like, you know, just a thing. Kind of getting mad at a guy who has done nothing but be a giant poopy head over all of this. Just a straight up poopy head. Okay, so if you don't know, Stop Killing Games recently got the million signatures and it's still getting more as kind of a buffer. So, Pirate Software has been crashing out about it for the past few weeks now. Or I don't know if it's been a few weeks or only a week. He's been crashing out. Actually, he's technically been crashing out about this for like a year. Because he has straight up basically said that he hopes everything fails because of reasons he misinterpreted or because he's just a general insufferable person. So let's go into the destruction of Pirate Software. Pirate Software said today he responded to the Stop Killing Games campaign. This comes from Dexter2, who, is for the most part pretty reliable. And he said, I'm going to be honest with you. I hope that your initiative gets everything that you asked for, but nothing you wanted, and I'll leave it there. Pirate Software, can you seriously just stop talking? I'm getting like so annoyed by this. You have played victim for like a week now and it's actually getting irritating. Because like people tried to be nice to you. People tried to be nice about all this. People tried to not be an asshole. People tried to tell you how you were wrong. They tried to be nice. And you just immediately started crashing out and getting mad. You just immediately started fucking whining that you're some victim. You're not a victim of anything except being an absolute insufferable fucking egotist for like a year. Your content is literally based on being an egotist who thinks he's super intelligent. Also, sorry to keep looking away. My OBS was on the other screen and I was looking at my OBS. Your content is literally just based on being an egotist. It's based on being an absolute egotist and saying you are fucking right about everything. It's insanely annoying. It's getting so irritating that you shouldn't be surprised people are just mad at you now. So, like, first you said a long-winded fucking rant that was just full of lies that are verifiably lies if you look them up. Things like, I only talked about your movement twice. No, you did not only talk about the movement twice. You did not only talk about this initiative twice. What you did was you have been deleting VODs and shortening clips, which is something he does a lot. Something Pirate Software just does is he will shorten clips and delete VODs that make him look bad.
It's people trying to put bait in chat so that I respond to it so they can take that and go put it up on LSF for Reddit points. It's a way of them getting points on the internet and feeling good about it. The funny thing is we've actually set it now so that nobody can clip the channel unless they've been following for 3 months or more, which predates all of this bullshit that people have been doing on Reddit. And they also have to be subscribed. So, good luck.
And the reason he does this he doesn't do it at first. At first, he's like, I am confident in my opinion, like a confidence man. I believe I am right. I am a right person. And then people call him out on it, and he gets super upset and has his mod basically do the very bare minimum, like make the clip like the bare minimum of length. So you can actually see the context of what happened. Too bad for Pirate Software that people don't like just look. I don't just watch a clip on Twitch. I look for it everywhere. People people save these things and archive them specifically because they know you do this. It's not hard to find clips of you just being a dickhead. It's very easy, actually. I could literally just search Pirate Software Ashes of Creation or Pirate Software World of Warcraft or Pirate Software Toxic, Pirate Software Rages at Community on YouTube, and I'll find clips of you being an insufferable dickhead to just like a random person or just banning people who criticize you. Like, it's really not hard. So he basically made a post playing Victim, and like I've been kind of clowning on him. I've just been making fun of him without really talking about anything. I haven't really made like I never really made like a full statement until recently. I was just kind of making fun of it because it's really easy to. So, like, I'm gonna read this out as pirate software. Pirate software statements, which are verifiably false. Let me just say this. I'm going to read them off. I am no longer working at off-brand games because people were attacking all of the games we were publishing and trying to mass review bomb them. You can dislike things I say, but this kind of behavior is unhinged. Learned a lot there, accomplished a lot. Hope they succeed regardless. Love those dudes and loved working with them. Hope they keep cooking. For those trying to say this is now somehow a lie, the abuse was across socials, people on Discord, Twitter, or Reddit, and some reviews on Steam. Indie games are fragile things, and attacks like that hit hard. Overall sentiment was to bash the game and the developers working on them to try to get back at me. Also not worth bringing them down from my opinion. Also stop it, get some help. So I responded to this. I decided to respond. I let me just read that off right now. Bro, you try to kill a game preservation movement because of a bias and never apologize. And then we learned that the reason why is probably because you were working at a studio that is shifted to the live service model. Also, is this actual review bombing or the review bombing you claim Heartbound got? Because it was getting about 3 negative reviews a day, most of which had valid criticisms. You always make a mountain out of the smallest things, and it's getting old. People are rightfully mad at you because you obfuscated information before and after the videos you made. You were actively insulting Ross and refusing to talk to him, claiming he was being disingenuous because he reached out to you with a really professionally written message. After you insulted him and lied to thousands of people live on Twitch. Reminder, this guy is like one of the biggest game development streamers on Twitch. Like he gets like 10K almost. He gets an insane amount of people watching his videos and his streams. And he just flat out lied and never took any of it back when he was corrected. Saying you were going to tell people not to back it. You may not think you did damage, but you absolutely did. You're one of the biggest game development streamers. You don't even stream game dev on Twitch. People are going to listen to you and take everything you say as gospel truth. In your own words, welcome to the finding out era. Instead of always trying to be the smartest person in the room who is always right, just say my bad or I'm sorry and nothing else. It's easy as hell and you never do it. I'm sorry for spreading my personal misunderstandings of the Stop Killing Games initiative, and I'll try to do research before talking about something in the future. No rationalizations. No, well, it's sort of my fault, but not really. Everyone made mistakes, BS. Just a sincere apology. Hell, apologize for all your past actions, too. Because getting toxic and yelling at your own community who wanted to play a game with you over a mistake you made is absolutely uncalled for. Community game nights and such should end in a way where people had fun and enjoyed themselves, not feeling bad because a creator they like decided to just lay into them. Also, I just looked. Rivals of Aether's 2 isn't getting review bombed at all. It's sitting at mostly positive with 274 recent reviews. That's gone up. Like, it had 5 negative reviews. It dipped like maybe 5%. I don't like making long-ass posts like this, but it felt like I actually had to actually go over things because while I could just call him an asshole and move on, I don't want him taking that response as a victim. So I decided I'm going to stop just making fun of him and do a brutally honest takedown. If you don't know, I make fun of Pirate Software a lot. I'm making a series of videos called Deep Voice Man, which is clearly just Pirate Software. Just a parody of Pirate Software. I am tired of making fun of him without actually addressing any of his points, so that is why I'm making this video. I am addressing his more kind of egregious points, and then, moving on from that. This stuff is, like, so fucking annoying. Because the guy I have known for over a year he's an insufferable dickhead, and I talked about it. I basically said, look, Pirate Software is just a dickhead. Please stop supporting him. And, like, some people assumed I did it over Asmongold. And, like, yeah, Asmongold is a shitty person. I agree with that. I don't like Asmongold. It was not over Asmongold. I've hated Pirate Software since before that. He's just generally an unlikable fucking egotist. Like, I just kind of want him to go away. I'm kind of glad I'm going to probably see less of his content in my short speed. I know that sounds really fucked up to say, but, like, I'm getting genuinely tired of seeing it. His advice is genuinely the worst advice anyone's ever given on literally anything. Saying don't use placeholders because of a anecdotal experience you had that is alleged, by the way. I can't find anything about Blizzard shipping StarCraft 2 with placeholders. I cannot find shit about that. So, like, that's probably just a lie. Like, here's the thing. I looked through patch notes. I looked at, like, pre-release reviews. I looked everywhere for fucking information on this claim. I could not find anything. Period. Whatsoever. Nothing about this. I also cannot find anything that Mr. Robot just straight up ripped him off. What I did find, Mr. Robot consulted with someone from DEF CON, which is where the puzzle comes from. Pirate Software just makes shit up. Also, apparently from what I understand, Pirate Software didn't really do anything in DEF CON. He was on a team, and his, like, contribution was minimal at best. And honestly, I can kind of believe it, because I have seen this guy try to solve puzzles. He is, like, the worst puzzle solver I've ever seen. And it's very clear that, yes, he does cheat at puzzle games. And, like, people wonder, oh, why is that a big deal? Why is him cheating at puzzle games such a bad thing? And, like, I'm just gonna say the reason why is because he's just such an insufferable dickhead. And he always thinks he has to be the smartest person in the room. And he pretends he solved them, so he looks super intelligent. It's annoying. Especially when, like, the hint is he just straight up says the wrong hint. Or he just straight up, like, misinterprets what the hint is supposed to actually point out because he's reading a Reddit thread about, about the puzzle. And the Reddit thread isn't really saying, here's what the puzzle means. It's just saying, this is the solution to the puzzle. So yeah, I am done talking about this seriously. I'm not gonna talk about it seriously anymore. I'm just kind of gonna move on from it and do, like, jokey videos on it until he disappears. Like, I don't care if this drama is over. Congratulations to Stop Killing Games. I'm really happy that passed. Like, I'm really happy that, it got 1 million SIGs and is getting more. I'm really happy about that. Just, like, I don't really want Pirate Software to just get away with this. I really don't want this to just get memory hold. So yeah, just don't forget any of this. Everything else he's done has kind of got memory hold or just waved away. I'm not going to go over, like, the very big allegations. I'm not even going to say what they are. I'm not going to go over that. Like, that's just not really a good idea. And I kind of want to wait for, like, more proof and evidence and other things. So yeah, like, thank you. Have a very good day, and auf Wiedersehen.